Just wow, just an incredible environment today. People came out, and we really appreciate that. And I believe that we put out a product that people want to come in and support. They kind of got bored after a while. I had to get on them because they just forgot to clap. But nevertheless, we do love their energy and their presence, and we know that they're behind us 100% of the way. As far as the team is concerned, we really wanted to come out and make sure we play high level basketball. What we want to do is change the narrative. You know, when I think about Ole Miss, and this is my eighth season, I feel like we always got to do two times more than everybody else. And so football showed that really good things can be done, and we've been consistently competing at a high level, and it's time to change the narrative. So we didn't want to come out after beating Oklahoma on the road. We didn't want to come here and have a letdown. And so really grateful for the team's buy-in, the staff's buy-in, and I think the best is yet to come for Team 51.
What is the key to not having that letdown after such a big win?
Well, Kat, good to see you. Uh, I think it's just a focus. One of the things I talked to our team about, and you have to because of the transfer portal, is respecting the rivalry. So I had to explain to them, from Vic Schaefer days when I first came to now and how important it is. And obviously we have two players that came from their school, so they wanted to play well from them. And then, and they want to win. I had a conversation with Cody before we left for Oklahoma. And I said, Cody, if we figure out how to beat Oklahoma, who knows where y'all may love it so much, hopefully that'll continue to push y'all to want to play high-level basketball. And you see she came out and did her damage in the first half, and then she got bored too. And then Sierra has just really been coming out of her shell and now wanting to be a part of the big three like we always planned her to be. So really excited for her.
You have referenced how things have changed over the last 8 years, and Vic Schaefer being here. When you took this job, Ole Miss was at the bottom of the SEC.
Yep.
Mississippi State was pretty much at the top.
Yeah.
Do you ever give yourself time to kind of reflect on how you've changed that narrative?
That's a great question. If I'm being honest, no, because we've just been on a steady climb, right? But I do want to say this: when we went to play Texas, Vic pulled me aside and started to talk about that, and it was the first time I was like, wow, because this dude dominated me when he was there. And ever since then, it seems like we're like a lucky 3-point game every time we play them now that he's at Texas. But he told me, he was like, you people don't understand the work that you've done there. He said, but I know because I was there, and it's not easy to do. And that was the first time I really thought about it, because I've just really been on the steady incline, just fighting. I want to win a national championship here. So it's hard for me to, okay, we beat Mississippi State. Now I feel like, we've come a long way. I do know that the program is not what it was before, but I do still think that we need a little bit more respect, if I'm being honest. Like Texas just lost on the road, to LSU, who was 0-2. And then we go and we beat the number 5 team. Like start respecting Ole Miss. Ole Miss is for real in all of our sports. And so, and we have to change that narrative. And I feel like we've been doing our part. Now it's time for national media to jump on board because we're not going anywhere. And, so I guess for me, I'm just kind of like in that mode where we're trying to just ascend.
Where was it since that second half in Austin that y'all got right or clicked, or what has it been these past 2.5 games that you've seen on it?
If I'm being honest, I thought that we thought as a team, well, at first I went in that game like, man, I'm just grateful that we have a chance to play the number 2 team in the country. Let's see where we're at. Because I already told you guys, March is where I feel like we'll really click. And then after the game and watching the film and getting together and really thinking about what happened, we felt like we should have won. And we let that one go. And so it was great film for us to be like, okay, what can we do better? Where do we need to adjust? What are some things that we can do that will help us? And we went right to it. And it's a testament to the team because, you know, I asked them to do some things that we hadn't always done, and they jumped right on it. And because they believe in what we're doing here, and so you're gonna just continue to see us evolve. I didn't realize the challenge that I have until someone brought it up again and said, "Do you realize you have a brand new team?" Sometimes, if you want to do something special, you have to be oblivious to all of that. And this whole time, like, I'm not thinking that. But, we have a brand new team. Sierra is in a brand new role. Christina is a brand new and a new role. Jador didn't play because she had been hurt. And then everybody else is new. Like, we're not even where we're going to be in March. But we're going to just continue to try to climb. And I really like our energy and our effort, and we really could use a bye week right now.
Where Cody is, you feel like she's settled into what you need her to be in the system?
Yeah, I mean, Cody is the ultimate competitor. Every day she comes in and works. I just really enjoy coaching her. Her personality is one that is infectious, and she is a true player's coach for a coach like me. It's just someone that is ultra competitive. And this game, she really wanted to come out and do something special this game for Debrisha, for Denham, and then obviously for where we're trying to go.
Christine gave you 26 minutes tonight, scored in double digits. I asked her about coming back from injury for the Georgia game and how she's progressed. Have you seen her kind of progress the way you want her?
Yeah, I mean, Christine has a tough job. First of all, she's undersized. She's really a forward, stuck in a center's kind of physique. So, and that's what she's been doing. And that's what we need from her. And so she gets beat up every single game, And tonight it was like a blessing because she had been going against some 6'5", like body type posts. And she has been getting worn out. And Christine wants the best for this program. I share the story every once in a while when everybody left and she said she was going to stay. And rev share is a big deal. She said, "Coach, I need you to take care of everybody. I want good teammates. So I'm not, she didn't come in and try to, hold me hostage. I need this, I need that. She wanted good teammates. That's the type of person she is, and that's why she's always going to be blessed. And we can't win without her. You see, we played Alcorn and it got ugly. She didn't play. So, she's definitely a big part of what we do.
You mentioned her physique. She looks different than what she did when she came.
No, when we watch film, we tease her all the time because she just looked like a baby. She still had baby fat on her, and just and she's in shape, and she's gearing up for a bright future. And she took it seriously, and I think that again, I'm grateful for her. She's just an awesome teammate, and just a really high character person as well.
You've had some great success against State these last few years. What do you think is just contributing to that in this rivalry right now?
I respect the rivalry. I didn't grow up in Oxford. I didn't, but I understood what it meant, and for me, I'm gonna take that on. I'm all in. I ain't shaking hands before the game. I get right into character, because the people that came before me, it meant something to them. For me, if I'm being honest, it's just another game to go 1-0. But I understand what it means to people, and so I'm a team player, and we never want to lose to them. So we try to do our best and put our best foot forward every time we show up.
Off that, if I told you that this was the first 20-point win for Ole Miss in the series since 1997,
what would you say?
I would say this is going to be a great bye week for us. No, the players was like, oh, we just need to win. We do not want to have a bye week with a pissed off Coach Yo. So, wow, that's amazing. And, that means a lot. Again, I respect the rivalry. I know what it means to the state. I cannot wait to wear my We Run the SIP hat. That I almost brought it, and then I said, no, I don't want to bring any bad karma, so I left it home. But I'll wear it tomorrow, or, because, like I said, I'm all into it. And honestly, y'all, like, it's early in the season. We got so much more basketball to play. This is just really a game where it's 1-0. And I'm proud that we were able to do our part so that, the people that represent the Rebels can have some smack talking and more to say.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.